Everybody to the Center for Spiritual Living right here in Menifee Valley, where we come together as one mind, one God, one life, right here, right now. And right here, right now, it's time to find out what's going on. Oh, I almost forgot, Dave. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here. Would you turn to somebody else or everybody else and say, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're all here. And best of all, you're going to be glad you're here today, because this is a wonderful day. This is a fabulous day. We've got so much going on in here, it just boggles the mind. And now to find out about it, here comes another mind boggler, our core president, Dave Minier.
Don't know how to take the fact that I just got called a mind boggler. Strange, but it's Bill. We love Bill. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Menifee Valley. We are a new thought community based on the teachings of Ernest Holmes and the basic principles of the law of attraction and the power of positive thinking. No matter where you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here, and like we've already said, we are glad you're here. And we thank you for choosing to be here this morning. All right. Do we know what time it is? Absolutely. All right. So our October theme for this month is embracing change and glowing up. So I'm going to read you guys what that is all about this month. As October arrives, we're invited to honor both the radiant growth we've experienced and the transformative power of change. 10 months into rising higher and growing deeper, our spiritual practices, community connections, and dedication have sparked a collective glow up, a blossoming of inner light that reaches far beyond ourselves. Just as the season shifts, so too can we. This is a time to release what no longer serves us and to fully embrace the opportunities for growth, reflection, and renewal. Transformation does not happen overnight. It unfolds through trust, intention, and time. Together, as a community rooted in spiritual principle, we're participating in a global healing, each personal shift contributing to a brighter, more vibrant world. All right. So, knowing all that, it is time. For those of you who don't know what's happening right now, we do a call and response. I will make a statement, and you will all respond affirmatively if you believe that statement. The more you believe it, the more louder and passionate I want to hear you. Do we understand what the word is? Absolutely! All right. The reason we use absolutely is because it is the most affirmative response that you can give to somebody. It's more powerful than yes. It's more powerful than okay. It's more powerful than sure. It is the strongest word you can use. So, are we ready? Absolutely. All right. We embrace change as a sacred invitation to grow. Absolutely. Have we come this far only to shine brighter still? Absolutely. Are we ready to release what no longer serves us and rise renewed from that? Absolutely. Do we trust that transformation unfolds in perfect time and divine right order? Absolutely. Then let's declare October to be our glow-up season, a time of light, love, and limitless becoming. So I ask you now, and please say it with passion, are we ready for it? Absolutely. Are we ready for it? Absolutely. And so it is. Told you I could talk last month. All right, now on to the announcements. I will say please silence your cell phones, as we know cell phones are contagious. First Sunday of the month, and we all know what that means, yes? Yes, good, keep that spirit going. It is birthdays. Do we have any October birthdays in the house? Oh, we have one, we have two. Yes, okay. Linda and Carol. Bill, will you please lead us?
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
also available, since it's the beginning of the month, they're over there on the table. Next week, our speaker is going to be Reverend Jim Wyatt with a very, very surprising talk title that we do not know yet, so we will be surprised as well. Also, first Sunday of the month, potluck. The food is here. The food is here, and I've heard through the grapevine that there is some quiche. So I'm very happy today. We have sushi. No sushi, quiche. Oh, you brought sushi? Yeah. Oh, we got sushi too. Oh, we're one of them high-class churches. We got sushi, we got quiche. Didn't you bring any escargots? Caviar? All right, so our community events. Oh, so stick around for the potluck right after service. Even if you didn't bring anything, please stick around, enjoy the fellowship and the food. Community events inside your bulletin. You'll find a list of events happening here at the center. There's a little something for everyone, so be sure to take a look. Also, the inserts you were given, you're free to take the insert home, but if you would please take the outside of that and put it in the basket by the door on your way out, that would be great. Okay, coming up. I'm trying to get out of here, guys. I'm trying to get off the stage. I feel like I've been up here so long already. Our annual member meeting is coming Sunday, November 9th. This is a wonderful opportunity to come together and hear important updates about CSLMB and celebrate all that we have accomplished this year and help shape the year ahead. We also have open positions on our core council, so if you've been a member for 6 months, actively share your time, talent, and treasure, and feel called to serve. We'd love for you to apply. Applications are due by Sunday, November 2nd. If you're interested, you can get a packet from me back there at the sound booth. If you have a prayer request for this week, please place it in the prayer box located underneath the porch of Ernest Homes. And also, one of the beautiful things that came through during our visioning last month was the need for more spiritual opportunities. So while we only have one practitioner at this time, which is Eloise, Bill, as well as White Feather, and of course our guest speaker, Reverend Linda today, have all offered their services after service. White Feather is offering a sound healing service. Bill is available to hold space and support you with anything you may be going through. And of course, Eloise and Reverend Linda are both here to help you with affirmative prayer. Can everybody raise your hand so everybody knows who everybody is? That's Reverend Linda. That's White Feather. This is Bill. This is Eloise. If you'd like to receive any of their services, just meet with them after service. We do have the practitioner room in the back, so you can be have a private little session with them. It's a wonderful way to lean into the spiritual and emotional care that we're giving in this community. And beyond today, we're also excited to share that we now have a couple of additional opportunities of healing through some support circles, and both of our facilitators for those who are here today. And I'm not to put you guys on the spot, but if you guys want to say something, we have Griselda, who runs our women's group on the second Wednesday of every month, and we have Scott, who runs our men's group on the third Wednesday of every month. So, Griselda, do you want to say something about it?
Sure, good morning, everyone. So my name is Griselda. This is actually Sonia. She's co-facilitating as well, which is similar to what Bill is doing, is holding space for women, so we can come together to, whether grieving, loving, or just really holding space to heal. So come and join us the second Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m.
Thank you. Scott.
The Evolving Men's Group is an opportunity for men to get together in ways we're not used to, without a sports screen and mugs of beer. It's a place to be seen and heard in ways we may not be in our lives. You will be seen, you will be heard, and your wisdom, your contribution of wisdom is needed. We need it's not the same if you're not there. I have a question for you. You said last time it was fascinating. I'd love to know what you meant by that.
I did attend the men's group, and it was fascinating because it wasn't, like you said, a bunch of bros just getting around talking about sports. And we actually had meaningful conversation and learned a lot about how other people think and what other men are going through. And so I can speak on that one personally, and I will be attending this next one as well.
Yeah, it's like the first guy just opens his heart, starts talking, makes it easier for everyone else, and then it becomes a very uncommon event that we all feel in our soul.
Yeah, and I've heard from a couple of different people who went to the women's group, and they felt the same way. They felt it was like a very, very spiritual and impactful group. So again, I hope you guys can attend those, the designated ones anyway. Women's group is on the second Wednesday of every month here at 6 o'clock in this sanctuary, and the men's group is on the third Wednesday of every month at 6:30 here in the sanctuary. For more information, you can visit our website at cslv.org. Again, I always talk about algorithms, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. If you see us on there, like a post, share a post, it just helps everybody see and gets the word out. And now, usually, I would introduce Eloise, but I'm going to introduce Bill back to come up. Before I do that, though, it's my second favorite time of the day. You see these words on the screens behind me, so please repeat after me. Open minds.
Open minds.
Open hearts.
Open hearts.
Open arms.
Open arms.
Open at the top.
Open at the top.
Thank you all. Have a great week.
Open at the top, and the doors are open. Now they're closed at the moment, but they're unlocked, and they do open. And that's what we wanted to do. I wanted to take just a minute to mention to you, our doors are opening, and they're opening wide. Because how many times this last week have I heard, when one door closes, three doors open. And they're opening fast. And one of them is right here in our men's group, in our ladies group, and brand new to your thinking, and help us with this. We're going to continue the Saturday night activities, social groups here. In fact, last night I sat back here and people came in expecting to find the Saturday night groups that we always had, and it's not here. Our lady renter has moved on. She decided she was going someplace else, I don't know. And we're going to continue with that same program here, bigger and better than ever. And I want to invite each and every one of you to pay close attention. We're going to put a list back here, or a sheet back here at the table, a sign-in sheet. And if you would put your name, phone number, or email, right? We'll let you know when we're ready to open up. And it's going to be soon. We're going to have dances in here. We're going to have other activities on Saturday nights. And we're looking forward to putting back in a karaoke program that we have. I've got a lady who knows some people who are ready to put together a karaoke program for us here as well. Perhaps. Let's see. But I need your help and assistance with this. It's a social group, but it's going to include all kinds of activities that we've honored here in the past. And from the response I got Saturday night, we had, what, 5, 6 people sitting back here on just in the corner talking, welcoming us, and they were so enthused, they were so excited that we're going to have activities from the church, by the church, right here in the church. So I ask you to support us. Put your name, phone number, email on there, and we'll invite you. Several of you have been to the activities that have been here on Saturday nights, and I invite you back. That's really what we're talking about today. Okay, I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let our practitioner open up Eloise with our invocation and performance.
Chant this morning is the Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhur-Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Clavitur varenium, Argo devasiati mahi, Dioiona prachodaya. And on this beautiful Sunday morning, here in the sanctuary of the Center for Spiritual Living, Menifee Valley, where we all come to be in the presence of God, knowing that God is within everyone. God is all there is. God is in the birds and the sky. And God, that God that dwells within you, that guides you, that guards you, that takes care of you, and is always available, that divine spirit that we look to in times of trouble, in times of any catastrophe that befalls us, and they do. But we always have the answer. Look within. Always look within. And you recognize the power that you have, the strength that is yours, the knowledge that you find just in looking within your own self. And with my gratitude for being aware that that's where my power comes from, the God within, I release my word into the law of my knowing. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. And together we say,
and so it is.
Thank you, White Feather. In this atmosphere, in this moment, in this feeling, I have a reading from the Science of Mind. And I have to tell you, this week has been a transitional period for me and for this church, for this center. And I thought, I've got to have a reading that is so meaningful for this time of change, this time of transition. And I began searching through a lot of the different texts And I searched frantically for something to read this morning that would be important and meaningful. And I couldn't find anything. Until I picked up the bookmark that I had in one of the books. And the bookmark said, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now you know that. That's the serenity prayer. And that's what I was looking for. The bookmark. The bookmark that opened the doors. And it was inserted in this book, The Living of the Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. This is a follow-up from the textbook, The Science of Mind. And so I opened it up to that, where that bookmark was, and you can't believe what it came up with. And it is set on page 83 of this book, the Declaration of Principles, what we believe. And one of the principles is that we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existing cause for everything. I thought, well, I've got to expand on that. So I turned the page, and it said, the door that you alone can open. And I read, and this is the message. Where is it? In the science of mind, we are frequently asked the question, what is God's will? Is it God's will that I should be happy, prosperous, free, and self-expressed? Or is God trying me? Is God molding my character through trial and tribulation? Generally, those questions are sincerely asked, and frequently they are made by one whose consciousness has already suffered deeply with limitation and unhappiness. It is self-evident that we live. Descartes said, I think, therefore I am. And I am one with the infinite, one with God. And with God, all things are possible. And I thank you for putting up with me this morning. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. That's not our guest speaker. That's our guest speaker. And our theme is glowing up today. And this is a lady that I've known for, where'd you go? Oh, here you are, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Linda Overton.
I've known Bill a long time. We used to go to Temecula Church together. Way back when. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Oh, I can move my okay. There we go. It's good to be back here. I've been gone actually since February. I broke my leg and I thought I was going to have surgery and be back to normal within 2 weeks. And I'm a nurse, and I know better. But it takes a long time to heal, especially when you're a little older. And then after my leg got healed and everything, I'm still working on it, but we decided to take a 1 month trip in our RV. So we're back. So today's title is The Ultimate Glow Up. And Glow Up was born from the hip hop culture, especially Chief Keef's 2013 songs, Gotta Glow Up. And it was made viral by social media. The term describes a noticeable shift for the better. It might start with appearance, but a true glow up goes way deeper. It often implies someone who is going through some sort of noticeable change over time, and it's a positive change. For example, someone who looked average in high school became very attractive as an adult, or maybe somebody had a confidence boost, they're more self-assured and mentally strong. Maybe somebody adopted a healthier lifestyle and they had a glow up after college. Or you look at some kid and you're saying, is that the same kid from middle school or high school? What a glow up. Or somebody who was once shy is unstoppable. We've all seen the posts on social media. It's a transformation, and it might start with appearance, but a true glow up goes way deeper. The real glow up isn't just how you look, it's how you live, how you love, and how you grow. And life will challenge you, life will break you and stretch you and humble you, but if you stay open, every hardship becomes fuel for transformation and helps you let go of comparison, heal what hurt you, step into peace, embrace purpose, and radiate love. It isn't easy, it takes work, and it takes spiritual work. For me, just in the last year and a half, I lost my mom, my 2 brothers, and just Wednesday, I lost my sister. She lost her battle with breast cancer. And had I not been doing my spiritual work, I wouldn't have been able to even sit down and write this talk. But I keep working at it and doing my spiritual work. So spiritual transformation is the ultimate glow up. It's not always something you can post on Facebook. It doesn't come with hashtags or filters, but it is real, lasting and powerful. You feel it in your soul. Others feel it in your presence. And it's about growing through life's challenges and becoming more loving and peaceful. And this kind of transformation is something we can experience. And this teaching, Science of Mind, supports us in experiencing this for ourselves. Pam Grout wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich. And it's a 30-day experiment in shameless gratitude and unabashed joy. And she says, the still small voice reminded me that everything I see, everything I believe, is just a story I made up. It told me that in truth, I am spirit. I am light. All those voices, those wars going on in my head are nothing but chunks of collective consciousness that I can either believe and defend against, or I can transmute with gratitude. The real me, it told me, is kind, giving, in deep communion with all of its creation. The real me is a true force for love. And if you can read any of her books, she's got many books out. I use them a lot in the mornings when I'm doing my spiritual work. She writes some really good books, Pam Grout. So those of us applying Science of Mind teachings to our lives often share stories about our own glow-ups. Even if we rarely refer to them that way, we often see them in like the aha moments we have when we're taking classes. When I was new to this teaching, I had so many aha moments and so much growth. And when I teach classes, I see it in the students, their aha moments, and it's just amazing to see the transformation as people are using their spiritual practices. And when we offer classes again here, I really encourage you to take one because it really helps connect you with this teaching. So Centers for Spiritual Living had a glow up. When Ernest Holmes finally agreed to start a spiritual organization in 1927, he made sure that we could keep growing by staying open at the top. And we say that every Sunday, open at the top. And this idea has helped us grow and evolve over time. Unfortunately, the organization split in 1954 after Ernest Holmes died, and one of the reasons was how the ministers were trained. So they split into what was United Church of Religious Science, which the center was, and Religious Science International, which the Temecula Church, where I started at, was. And so the ministers at Religious Science International were trained in the churches, and then the ministers at United Church of Religious Science were trained through Ernest Holmes Institute. But the two groups, in 2011, the two groups, United Church of Religious Science and Religious Science International, came together to form what we now know as Centers for Spiritual Living. So this move was meant to reflect unity in the Science of Mind community and streamline our teachings and organizational efforts. So it was at that time I was able to come over to this center. I live in Menifee, and I'm like, there's a center in my own town, but I can't go to it because I was trained at the other religious science church. But we learned that we're all one and we're all love, and basically we were still taught the same thing. So Marilyn Leo, if you want to read more about it, she wrote a book called Chronicles of Religious Science, Volume 2, and it talks about the whole story. And it's really took a lot of deep healing for the two centers to come together because we wanted to practice what we teach. Transformation starts in the mind. It's at the heart of spiritual growth. When we talk about transformation, we're really talking about changing how we think, letting our thoughts line up with truth, love, and spirit. We believe the mind is powerful. The way we think shapes how we see the world, how we feel, and how we live. So real change doesn't start on the outside, it begins on the inside with our thoughts. Transformation happens when we let go of fear, when we stop believing lies about ourselves or others, and when we release that feeling of being separate from God or Spirit. Instead, we choose a new way of thinking, one based on truth, love, connection, and unity. And when our minds change, our lives begin to change. We become more peaceful, more loving, more grounded. We begin to live from a place of truth, not fear. That's the power of transformation. And it's not just about becoming different, it's about becoming more of who we really are. As our founder said, change your thinking, change your life. So that means that your thoughts affect how you feel, act, and what happens in your life. If you think differently, you can improve your life and reach better outcomes. And one of our main practices in this teaching is spiritual mind treatment, and it's affirmative prayer, and it has 5 steps. I'll do it really quickly, what it is. You recognize that God is everywhere. So, let me go through the steps first. Recognize that God is everywhere. Know that we are one with this divine presence. Speak our desired outcome as already true. Feel gratitude. And let go and trust the universal law to work. So, God is everywhere, and I am one with God. I know this is my desired outcome, that I am having a glow up and I am transforming to the best me I can be. And then feel gratitude. I am so thankful for this, that you let it go. I let it go, and I know and trust that God is doing the work, and so it is. So that's a very short version of spiritual mind treatment. But if you want to know more and how to do it, come and see me. I'll help you. So this practice helps shift our thinking and reconnect with the truth of who we really are. And I do spiritual mind treatment every single morning with my spiritual practices that I do. So religious science teaches that each of us is an expression of God. We are already whole, perfect, and complete. Transformation isn't about becoming something different, but uncovering and remembering our true spiritual nature. So nature shows us a powerful example of a glow up through the transformation of a caterpillar into a butterfly. So caterpillars start out crawling on the ground, but to become a butterfly, They go through a tough and uncomfortable journey. It begins when they stop eating. Just like how in our own glow-ups, we often have to let go of the old habits or things that no longer serve us to help us grow. Next, the caterpillar hangs upside down. Sometimes our own lives feel like they've turned upside down too. That's part of the process. Then it builds a chrysalis, a quiet, hidden space where change happens in our own healing. We often need time alone, in silence, to really face ourselves. Inside that chrysalis, the caterpillar literally breaks down into a kind of soup before it starts becoming something new. And that's how transformation works. It can feel messy, emotional, and even painful. But here's the key. Rest is a necessary part of becoming. As a caterpillar prepares to fly, it rests. And for us too, rest is essential when we're becoming our next version. The real glow up isn't just how we look or feel, it's how we inspire others. When one person commits to healing and transformation, it sends a ripple effect out into the world. So there are some ways that you can embody your spiritual truth and deepen your connection with Spirit. So greet your day with an affirmative prayer. And I have affirmative prayers, like whatever it is I'm working on at the time, like I've been working on healing my leg. So I have affirmative prayers on my computer, and I read them every single day, and I feel them, and I know that I am guided and supported and loved by Spirit. And you need to guard your thoughts. When fear or doubt creeps in, you just gently shift your focus back to love, truth, and possibility. So you have the power to choose what you are thinking. And embrace stillness, embrace meditation. Even just 5 minutes a day can restore your peace and realign you with Spirit. Let stillness speak to your soul. I meditate every morning, and sometimes like I'm in a hurry to get to an appointment, but I make sure I get even 5 or 10 minutes in. I like to do longer when I can, but even just a little bit helps. And gratitude. You've got to always remain in gratitude. Even though I know somebody who always goes straight to the negative, and so when I'm with them, I'm like, well, what was good about that situation? I'm sure there was something good, or what did you learn from it? So you always have to be grateful. And it opens your heart to abundance that already surrounds you. And live with intention. In every choice, pause and ask, what would love do now? Let love be your compass. So this is the story of Alina. This is one of my students, but not here, and the name was changed to protect the innocent. And she was at her breaking point. Her job felt soul-crushing, her relationships were draining, and her inner dialogue was a loop of anxiety, comparison, and fear. And she tried productivity hacks, gym routines, self-help books, but nothing gave her lasting peace or a sense of direction. And then one morning she was scrolling mindlessly, and she was really concentrating on the quote, "Change your thinking, change your life." And then something clicked. So she began with 5 minutes a day of meditation. And at first it was hard. Her thoughts raced, and her mind was everywhere. But she was committed. And then pretty soon 5 minutes became 10, and 10 became 20. And she found guided meditations and focused on healing and grounding and self-love. And then through meditation, she discovered a powerful truth. She was not her thoughts. There was a calm observer within her, always present, always wise. Then she started journaling, and every morning she said, what do I need to release? What is my soul trying to tell me today? What would love do in this situation? This practice became a mirror, and she uncovered unlimiting beliefs. And some of her unlimiting beliefs were, I'm not worthy, or I'm behind, or I have to earn love. And one by one, she started questioning and rewriting them. And then she started using spiritual mind treatment. And each day she spoke and wrote treatments like, I know there is one power and presence, and it moves through me now. I am worthy, I am whole, I am guided, I am in divine right order. Everything I need is already within me. And I now allow it to unfold with grace. And with each statement, she aligned more and more with her true self. Not the scared version shaped by her past wound, but the radiant spiritual being she always was. Within 6 months, she left her toxic job and started a holistic health business. She stopped attracting emotionally unavailable partners and began cultivating deep, conscious connections. Her posture changed. Her glow was undeniable, not just physical, but energetic. And people said, "What are you doing differently?" She smiled and said, "I stopped chasing, and I started aligning with spirit." Her glow up wasn't about becoming someone new, it was about remembering who she truly was. And her story is a reminder that when we shift the inner world, the outer world follows. Ernest Holmes said, "We already live in a perfect universe, but it needs to be mentally seen and spiritually experienced before it can become part of everyday life." So let your soul shine so boldly that others remember their own brilliance just by being near you. One of my former ministers said, "Live your life so people ask, 'Who is your God?'" And yes, celebrate your spiritual transformations and share your progress and your milestones and your outer glow. And always remember, the most powerful glow up is the one where spirit leads the way, whole, grounded, and radiating from within. If you change your thinking, you change your appearance. That's the core of personal transformation. It's not a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey. So this week, I invite you to step boldly into your ultimate glow-up, not just on the outside, but deep within. This journey is not changing who you are. It's uncovering the light that's always been there. Let love lead, let peace guide, and release anything that doesn't serve you. Fear, doubt, or division that dims your shine. Because when we grow spiritually, we don't just elevate our own lives, we become beacons for others. Your glow has the power to light the way. So take time to reflect and think about choices that you make every single day. And do they reflect your own true spirit? Maybe you need to choose compassion over judgment, set boundaries that honor your worth, or maybe just simply be kinder to yourself and to others. And as Pam Grout reminds us, you are a brilliant, luminous being. So step into that truth and own your own light. Thank you. And so it is. So I wrote a prayer that goes with this talk, so you can either keep your eyes open, take a deep breath, or just close your eyes, whatever you want to do. To know that there is only one God, one infinite presence, one divine intelligence that flows through all things, perfect, whole, radiant. This presence is love, it is beauty, power, peace, joy, and wisdom. It is the source of all transformation and truth, and it glows from the inside out. And because this presence is all, I know that I am one with it. A light that spins galaxies and burns brightly in me. I am not separate from this source. I am an expression of it, and I glow of the infinite made visible in form. And right here, right now, I declare a radical, radiant transformation is unfolding. I step fully into my divine identity, no longer dimming my light or shrinking in fear. I release every false belief, every outdated version of myself, and let go of shame, guilt, doubt, and comparison. I affirm that my mind is renewed and my heart is open, and my soul is glowing with confidence, purpose, beauty, and love. And my energy shifts. My body glows with vitality. My spirit rises in joy. And I live from this truth. This is my spiritual glow up. My transformation is not about becoming someone new. It is about fully embodying who I am in spirit. And I give thanks for this powerful unfolding. I give thanks for the inner shifts that are already happening. I give thanks for this divine glow that lights my path and the miracles that are manifesting even now. I am so grateful for this divine within me and all around me. And I let it go. And I release it into the law that only says yes. I trust, I surrender, it is already done in mind, and together we say,
And so it is.
And so it is. Reverend Linda Overton. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your minds. Thank you so much. Thank you, Reverend Linda.
you're welcome.
And now it's time, well, before I do that, are we going to have anything after the service? Are we going to have anything?
We've got potluck, and we've got coffee, and we've got all kinds of things.
Oh, boy. Well, now it's time for our offertory.
And our usher, Gail, is ready to accept all your donations, gifts, and tithes to the center with gratitude. And we also have Dave at the sound booth. He can take your cards, your debit cards, your credit cards, whatever you wish to contribute to our center. And we are grateful. And now Brian is going to sing with us. I am so blessed because we are so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Yes, we are so blessed. And we bless this offering to God's perfect works that it works in the center. And so it is.
And so it is.
Well, okay. Well, that wraps it up. Let's go home. No! We do have one more thing to do
I haven't
before
seen your
we
lady
get
friend
to-
here.
We
She's
have the
right
potluck.
there. I didn't
And,
see her.
by the way, what's back there? Do we have
We
anything?
got some quiches.
There is no quiche.
No quiche? Will you stop that? No quiche.
And we got all kinds of food.
Okay.
And donuts. Bill brought donuts.
All right. All right. So that pretty well wraps it up. We've only got one thing left to do. We do the peace song every Sunday. We circle up if you'd like. You don't have to if you don't want to, but we circle up and we sing, "Let there be peace on earth." And it goes something like this.